Hi guys, my name is Cassie and I have dogs. Today I was thinking we can do a little different vlog. I have some things I want to talk about, and what better environment than the forest with my beloved dogs. Alfie and Viggo, by the way. So I hope you all are doing good, of course. Me myself, I'm not doing too well, to be honest, but I can return to that later. A fun thing I recently did was to ride along in a timber truck. That was so cool. I did record a vlog, of course. It's gonna take some time for me to edit that, as usual. And again, it's gonna be in Swedish, so I will write subtitles, don't worry. Look at the trees. So, like I've said many times in my vlogs, I've always admired timber truck drivers. Just heading out straight into the forest with a big freaking vehicle on small, muddy roads, and you pick up trees from the ground. I've always been thinking, wow, that is heckin' impressive. So now that I've seen it up close, wow, I'm still impressed. The guy I was riding along with, hi by the way, he was super friendly and a little shy, same as me. But yeah, it was so cool. I got to drive the truck for a little bit. I got to drive the crane. It didn't go too well, spoiler, but gosh, I had so much fun. The only downside was that I was so tired, and towards the end of the day I was like, what is my name even? Because I have not been sleeping well at all for the last 3 weeks. It's almost like I have forgotten how to fall asleep. And I am awake for way too long, even when I'm way too tired. I just can't fall asleep. So that's really frustrating. I've been trying to force myself to be awake during normal hours and go to bed at decent hours, but it doesn't work. I have never had such sleeping problems as I do right now. It's awful. And speaking of sleeping problems, I'm dealing with depression for the moment, and I freaking hate it. It's so awful. So it's both sleeping problems, dark thoughts, and the worst is the lack of motivation, I think. Wow, look at the trees. Fall is so pretty. I have to enjoy all the pretty leaves before they fall off for winter. So yeah, it's the lack of motivation that is like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to edit videos, I don't want to play video games, I don't want to go out. But that's a good thing about having dogs. I have to force myself to get out, and I know that it's making me feel better. So that's a good thing. I've been thinking I have to take at least one long walk per day, both for me and for my dogs. So that's what I'm doing now. He does that. You gonna dance? Hey! Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, I freaking love my dogs. They have been with me for over 10 years now, and they really brighten up my day. I don't know what I would have done without them. Hey, Viggo. So there was actually a thing that happened around 3 weeks ago. I was at a birthday party with my dogs, and my little guy, Alfie, he was chilling around. He loves getting attention. He loves sitting, just being close to people, and yeah, everyone wants to pet Alfie because he is the cuddliest and friendliest little dog there is. And he was acting like usual until it was bedtime. Suddenly Alfie started getting his food up, like a lot. And first I wasn't too worried because dogs do that from time to time. It's nothing like, wow. And both Alfie and Viggo have done that like a lot of times before. So I wasn't too worried at first, but with the knowledge I have right now, I should have gone to the vet immediately. Because the morning after, Alfie was, his whole existence, he was just weak. He was shivering, he had pains in his tummy, he was not acting normal at all. And then I called the vet, like, hi, my dog is doing this and this. And then they said, you have to come in right now. We don't want to worry you, but it can be something serious. And I'm like, okay, let's find out what it is. They took some blood samples and they gave him an x-ray. They could see something off on the x-ray, but it turned out it was sand. He had gotten sand in his tummy. And yeah, but that was not the reason he was acting this way. What they did say was, you have to take Alfie to a bigger hospital right now, or he will be put down. That was one of the hardest things to hear. She did tell me this will be expensive for you. So it's your choice. And I said, no doubt, we're going to the hospital. So we were quite prioritized on the bigger hospital. Alfie was sitting on the table and he was just exhausted. His little body was struggling so much, and he was from sitting up. He was sitting up and then he just fell asleep. It was like a cartoon when a baby animal is really tired and they just fall asleep. He like passed out, I think. And the vet said, we have to take him in right now. We need to have him here for the night. So I had to fill out some forms, and there was one line where I had to put my signature under, that they are allowed to try to save him if he wouldn't make it, so to speak. They would do everything they can to keep him alive. Just having animals, you know that they can get sick, but when you have this tiny little dog that is just bursting with energy, he's running around like crazy, he loves life. It's just pure joy. And then the day after you hear, there is a risk he will not survive the night. It was so horrible. The vets couldn't tell exactly what was wrong with Alfie. So after I got home, after leaving Alfie there, I couldn't really sleep. I would wake up and just cry because I was so worried. They said, we will call you if something happens, but if we don't call, everything is cool. I was just hoping to not get that phone call during the night, which I didn't, luckily. The day after, I talked to the vet and they said, he is stable right now, but I think we need him for one more night. And I said, yeah, absolutely, just keep him in safe hands. I did feel a little safer there, but so the day after I was allowed to pick him up, and wow, for some reason I had imagined that he would be like the same old Alfie, but God, he was so weak. He could barely carry himself on his legs. When I took him out, I had to carry him all the way to the grass because he couldn't walk. And I was so worried, did I make the right decision? Does he want to keep on living, or is he suffering too much right now? It was awful. But each day he was getting a little bit stronger, and yeah, here he is. Where is he? Alive and well, of course. And the joy I feel when I see him dancing around on the kitchen floor, oh, it is priceless. So the vets couldn't tell me what was actually wrong with him. They were confused about his condition, but they said everything is pointing towards a poisoning of some sort. And after calling around to the people at the party, It turns out that one person had fed Alfie with a bit of chocolate dessert. Not much, but still, Alfie is a tiny dog. I don't know what I would have done if Alfie wouldn't survive. So I'm so glad he made it. So yeah, that was a heavy story, but with a happy ending. Luckily, I don't know what I would do without my dogs. They are the world to me. So yeah, I think that's where my sleeping problems began. I never really recovered sleep-wise after that. Ugh, it sucks, but nice trees here. It's like we're walking in an alley. Just being in the forest is so calming. And not so many people either. So what else? I will be going to Comic-Con Stockholm. Is it 4th of November? I think so. I will be there, probably live streaming on Twitch, doing some filming, and this year maybe I will actually put out a video. If you knew how many videos I have recorded that I just haven't had the energy to edit afterwards. Oh, it's too many. I wish I had a clone of myself that can just edit videos all day. One Cassie to record, one Cassie to edit. Yeah, that's a plan. Hey Bingo. Hey. I think it's so cool to see these stone, what are they called? Stenmur. So I think the rest is over there, I think. And I think it was like back in the days, like way back, that they sealed off like their land, the farmers. And also a way to get rid of the rocks when you're gonna be growing crops on these open fields. These oak trees are so amazing. So you're both building a little wall and you're getting rid of the rocks. Very cool. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was a bit different from my other vlogs, of course, but I hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to make like a little life update and give your loved ones an extra hug when you see them the next time, because things are more fragile than you think. Yeah, happy Halloween!